So, I don't know about many of you guys, but I tend to spend a lot of my time watching Peppa Pig. Yes, I'm fully aware of how that sounds, a fully grown 24-year-old admitting he watches Peppa Pig like a brand new documentary series on Netflix. But believe me when I say this, it's not by choice. This show is one of my little boy's favourites. He's probably seen every episode at least 50 times. He loves key moments and he enjoys every second. If you clocked in hours on this like a video game, Bro would have like 500 plus hours on Peppa Pig alone. And yeah, I'm fully aware of the stigma surrounding it. People often say like, Peppa's rude, she's whiny, she's selfish. And honestly, yeah, I tend to get it sometimes. But I've now been unfortunately forced to sit through more Peppa Pig and other toddler targeted shows than I care to admit. And let me tell you something, out of all of them, Peppa Pig is by far one of the ones that I would actually choose to watch. Why? Well, for one, there's something about the British charm that makes Peppa Pig stand out in a sea of brightly coloured, chaotic cartoons. It's like someone took a cosy little British countryside village and somehow distilled it into like this animated form, complete with talking animals, muddy puddles, and a surprisingly dignified family dynamic. I mean, Peppa Pig doesn't just have animals for characters, it has characters with titles. You've got Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig, Grandad Pig, fucking everyone. And even the neighbours have like a certain sophistication to it. You're never hearing, oh, here comes Dad. It's always Daddy Pig. There's a subtle classiness to it, and it's oddly refreshing considering the fact we're talking about a pig that likes to jump in muddy puddles. There's a dry wit to it, a sort of wink wink, nudge nudge kind of humour that sneaks past your kid's attention, but is totally enjoyable for most adults.
I'm sorry I said you cheated, even though you did cheat. Well, I'm sorry you were ever my best friend.
Oh.
One minute, Peppa and her family are talking about the importance of being polite, and the next, they're having a laugh about something as mundane as a potato. That's British humour, kind of in a nutshell, just taking the ordinary and turning it into something kind of hilarious. So yeah, I'll admit, there's something oddly comforting about the British vibe of Peppa Pig. It's like watching a quaint, animated version of a well-behaved village. And in a world where everything is just a bit too loud and over the top, Peppa Pig feels like a cartoon equivalent of sipping a cup of tea in front of a fireplace on a rainy afternoon. Sure, there's a little bit of brattiness, but it's always in good fun. Anyway, by this point you're probably wondering why I'm even talking about Peppa Pig. So the other morning, I'm sat with my boy just watching Peppa Pig. He moves the TV remote and the YouTube UI pops. I catch a small glimpse at the recommended before it popped back down, and I saw something. What do I see as the last video in the recommended section? This is what I see. Now my initial thought was, what the actual hell is this? I know there are a metric shit ton of Peppa Pig clones and remakes on YouTube. That's been going on for years. Remember the days of fucking Scottish Peppa Pig?
Stretch, 2 stretch, 3 stretch. It's time to shake off those bingo wings, come on!
What the fuck are you doing standing in front of that telly, shaking your fucking flabby bingo wings?
I'm trying to lose some weight so I can get my beach body, babes.
Beach body? More like a fucking beach whale the size of you, hen.
But this is like the first 3D animated Peppa Pig I've ever seen. Or at least that's what the thumbnail made it look. Naturally, my curiosity got the better of me and I clicked on it, only to be greeted by one of the most horrific things I've ever bared witness.
Peppa and George wake up excitedly, running downstairs to find Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig in the kitchen.
Festive decorations are everywhere, and the Christmas tree sparkles in the corner of the living room. Peppa squeals. Yay! It's Christmas Eve. I can't wait for Christmas dinner tomorrow.
It's just a bad PowerPoint presentation of poorly put together AI generated images of Peppa Pig, all slapped together, paired with this AI narrator who can barely string a coherent sentence. It's absolutely diabolical. I am talking lazy content creation at its absolute finest. Whoever is making these videos though is absolutely cranking them out with ease, with multiple uploads every day. I'm talking like 5, nearly 10 fucking uploads every day. I mean, it probably takes like an hour, maybe even less once you know what you're doing. Most of the time is probably just spent putting like the bits together. Maybe the whole thing's just AI generated. It really wouldn't surprise me at this point. The craziest thing is, it's kind of working. They had like 5.3k subscribers at the time of writing this. I believe they've got like 6k now or something. I'll throw something. And their most popular video has like 35k, and it's the exact same format as this, but just Old MacDonald.
Scene 1, the video opens with Old MacDonald standing by his farm, waving to baby JJ and friends as a bright yellow bus pulls up in front of the barn. JJ invites the animals to join in for a fun ride.
So clearly, it's getting out there somewhere. But the big question that I pose here is, who the fuck is watching this? I mean, I bet a lot of people, just like me, clicked out of pure curiosity, but there has to be this small minority group of people who have sat through entire videos of this, liked it enough to even subscribe, and maybe just watch more of it. Like, imagine there's a kid out there somewhere that probably demands to watch this video every morning. And if this is the kind of content that kids are going to want to be watching, fucking God help us all. This is next level bad. I really don't want to sound like that fucking old guy on the side of the road with his cane shouting at cars. But it really bothers me that this is so easily accessible to kids. There's just a whole bunch of content out there just lurking in the recommended section, waiting to grab your kids' attention. They have no idea what they're watching, and trust me, I know it's tempting to like let the screen babysit for just a few moments. Just be careful. Trust me, it gets a lot worse than this. This is just scraping the bottom of the barrel. I've seen videos where Peppa literally gets hit by a car. I'm not even kidding. There's a video called Peppa Pig Gets Hit by a Car and Dies. What is that? How do you explain that to your child? That something about this whole AI PowerPoint style mess just does not sit right with me. Am I overreacting? I don't really know. I'm just saying, maybe next time your kid is watching something on YouTube, double check the source. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. It was a bit of an interesting topic. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you all in the next one.